This picture of an empty street at night was not taken in Brussels, but it could have been, because even in one of the most congested cities, there are times of a day when you can enter the city without queuing. What I will do today is present you a demonstration that aims to test whether it's possible or whether it's a good idea to carry out inner city deliveries during these off hours. And as you can see in this picture, this represents the times of day when the roads are used in Belgium. You see two peaks, and you see especially that between 8 p.m. in the evening and 6 a.m. in the morning that the roads are not used very frequently. And the same can be said for the deliveries in cities. This picture shows a review of 30 UK studies, and it shows that on average, only 4% of the deliveries in cities are carried out during the off hours. There are several reasons for that. One of the reasons is the regulations. In some parts of the cities, you're not allowed to, or in some cities, you're not allowed to enter during the night. There are also other cities that which is also the case in Brussels, that you're not allowed to deliver a certain shop between certain hours. Another reason is habit, or the biorhythm of people. This picture shows how people in Belgium use their day, and it shows that people tend to work during the day and sleep during the night. So that's also the case. And a third reason is that receivers prefer to receive their deliveries in person, and do not really like unassisted deliveries. But that's also a habit which is not really based on. It's more a habit. But there are certain receivers that are willing to shift their deliveries to the off hours. One of them, these receivers are the retail chains. They want to shift some of their inner city deliveries to their shops to the off hours. And there are a few barriers to that. The first one is the driver, who has to work at night. As Mr. Holben Veras already said, we have also seen that most drivers prefer to drive in uncongested conditions, but there are also the unions that do not really are in favor of that. And the second barrier is the noise that is produced by the trucks that are doing the deliveries. In following up on the PEAK project that was done in the Netherlands, there are some solutions to that have been developed, and which is, for example, training your driver, using silent trucks, and things like that. So what we want to do in our demonstration is see whether it's a possibility to also shift to off-hour deliveries in Brussels. On the one hand, it's a very congested city, so you would think there's a lot of gain there, a lot of time gains. On the other hand, it's also a densely populated area, so if there is a negative impact, for example, concerning the noise, it would also be for a lot of people. So the demonstration that we are running right now here in Brussels is together with two Belgian retail chains, it's Colruyt and Deleuze. And these two retail chains have already some experience with testing off-hour deliveries, because they have been testing it in smaller cities in Flanders the past 2 years. The demonstrations will take place in 5 different shops in Brussels, and the locations have been chosen first of all because they differ in the field of or concerning the unloading facilities, and on the other hand they also differ concerning the density of the population and the conditions surrounding them. And below you can see a planning of when the demonstrations will take place. 4 of them already have taken place or are in progress, and last one still has to be planned. Colruyt and Deleuze have invested to make sure that the deliveries, that the negative or the noise impact would not be too much. For example, Deleuze is using a natural gas truck, and what we want to do is, for these demonstrations, is to find out what the impact is for all the stakeholders. One of the things that we have asked is an acoustical engineering company to measure the noise that is produced by the trucks, and also compare that with the surrounding noise. But the focus is not only on the noise impact and the impact for the local the citizens living close by, but also for the other stakeholders. So that's why we also do surveys with the people shopping and living close to the shops in the week after the demonstration has finished. And we also use data from Deleuze and Colruyt and from the truck drivers with GPS data and driver logbooks. And all these data will be used in the evaluation framework that was developed within the Straightsol project. And I cannot present you the results of the demonstration today because we're still in the process of gathering the data. But the next the next 4 speakers will give you their stakeholder point of view to this demonstration. So I'm Sara Verlinde. I forgot to introduce myself, but I did not have time in the Pechakucha, so I'm doing it now. So.